Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Linnell. I'm an intuitive guide and channel for any messages that want to come through for this collective, including myself, that are sent here for our highest good from our highest self and for our ascension in this existence. So I'm gonna get right into it today because I feel like I've gotten some really Spirit was saying, so this collective specifically seems to be the playing grounds for people's shadows. That's what I'm getting. You guys are so accepting and vulnerable and just an extremely safe space for people's shadows. And that is just like very rare. Okay, so I'm speaking to an extremely rare collective here. You guys make people feel safe in a way that they don't generally get to feel. So yeah, the Hierophant. You guys are legitimate, like spiritual goddesses and gods. Okay, just like spiritual. You guys, you have the guidance. Okay, you're here for the guidance. 1 to 2 on the clock. You guys are really just, like I said, a safe space for people that are trying to integrate these parts of themselves. So these shadow aspects that people have really had a tendency to really push to the back of their existence, to the back of their subconscious, to the back of their, and you know how to play with these shadows. You know how to work with these shadows in a way that is safe for you and them. And it's like, it brings this like, I feel like there can be a lot of attachment here. Okay, I feel like you guys really deal with a lot of codependency as far as like people really wanting to cling to you and not let go. Because you are such a safe space for their shadow aspects that they don't normally or generally get to let play. So we've got the Hierophant and the 2 of Swords here. So you guys really know who you are, like to the depths of, like you really, really, really know who you are, like what you're made out of. Every piece of you has been integrated into this full spectrum being that's just like so. And I have my Beyond Lemuria card, my deck here staring at me, and it kind of like feeling drawn to pull a card from there, so I might be doing that here in a minute, but we're gonna stick with the tarot here for a second. But really full spectrum. Okay, you guys are just like so tapped into every aspect of yourself that it's like you follow universal law, which is so rare in this existence. Okay, in this, like in this false matrix, you are such a rare breed. I'm speaking to a collective that you guys are like 1 in a million. Like all of you guys are 1 in a million, like extremely rare. And you guys do take the time to really listen to your inner voice. All right, we've got the Empress in reverse and the 4 of Pentacles in reverse. So I feel like there has been some energy of stagnation as far as your money goes, okay? And Spirit wants you to know this is for a reason, okay? As you guys probably know and have noticed, you guys have been going through, this collective specifically have been going through some serious growth spurts, to say the least. Okay, you guys have been busting out of some old skins. Okay, some old skins, shedding some old skin, and Spirit's really protecting your manifestations in a way that's like, and don't worry, they are in a high interest savings account. Okay, honey, like they're not going anywhere, but Spirit's holding on to them until you are in a position where you are no longer doing the self-sacrificing, you're no longer handing yourself over to people to possess. I'm speaking to a collective that has been owned in the past, and it's because you guys are so freaking like rare, okay? I'm talking like about a rare ass breed, and when people get a hold of you, they know there ain't no other one like ya, okay? This don't come around twice. So it really attracts a lot of these individuals that just want to possess you to say that they have you because you're rare, and no one else has you. You're not something that can be duplicated by any stretch of the imagination. Okay, so got the Four of Cups here. So you are opening yourself up to all of these different opportunities. And again, I feel like Spirit is kind of holding off on materializing your manifestations at the moment, because also Spirit doesn't want you to be distracted, okay? They don't want you to get distracted on these opportunities that are just not opportunities, okay? They are dead ends. They are soul traps, to say the least. Okay, I don't know why I got that, but I got that, soul traps. So yeah, we've got the Page of Swords here at the bottom of the deck in reverse. So a lot of deception, a lot of manipulation, a lot of this, okay? A lot of this. And there is still some, I feel like, discernment that you're learning right now in this time. And I feel like a lot of this collective is kind of in their own energy for the first time in a long time, whether that be like you guys haven't really been single in a long time, or maybe it's like, you know, you haven't really had the chance to really be in your own energy in such a hot minute, that you're finally getting this moment to really understand who you are and feel out your own energy. And as you do that, a lot of these old ways of being that were not beneficial to you whatsoever are falling away. We've got the Devil in reverse here. Yeah, you guys are freeing yourself from these old chains, okay? Chains. I'm getting like just imprisonment in your own mind. You guys really were trapped in your own head for so long, and not knowing left from right, up from down, side from, it's just, you guys were in this position of really entrapment, okay? Like, I'm not getting, like, I want you guys to be really, be easy on yourself, okay? You were in a position where people were legitimately thought they owned you, like you were a piece of property or something, like straight up thought that they owned you as like this is the deed to this, you know, collective. So you guys are breaking free from that, and there's as this energy surfaces and leaves, there's going to be a lot of adjusting, okay? And as this new, because you guys have to make room for this new energy that Spirit's bringing to you, that you are ready for, okay? The Fool came out, so you guys are ready for this new energy to come back in, and some of it's going to feel very familiar to a past energy, but Spirit wants you to know there's also going to be new energy that comes in that's unfamiliar to you, that you haven't experienced before in your past. And this trip down to Hades is exactly what I'm getting. This trip down to Hades was so necessary, because it gave you the opportunity to really integrate these shadow aspects of yourself. Because I feel like I said, you were this safe haven for all of these shadow aspects of other people, that it gave you very little time to explore your own shadows, to explore your own, I feel like you were doing it vicariously through these other people. And you know, we attract what we are, what we're our vibration is going to magnetize that of what we are. So what you were magnetizing into your life, these vibrations that you were magnetizing into your life, were aspects of your own shadow. And having these experiences gave you the opportunity to accept those parts of you, to integrate those parts of you. It had nothing to do with the other people. It had nothing to do with the other people. It's always been about you. We've got the Six of Pentacles in reverse. So yeah, I feel like you guys were really in a self-sacrificial place when it came to relationships, when it came to love. You felt like you owed your wins, all of your victories, to the people that you were with. You guys were giving away your own achievements to the people around you, as if they were the ones achieving the things that you were achieving for yourself. Like, you guys were really in this position of like self-sacrifice, like heavy. But we've got the Queen of Pentacles here at the bottom of the deck, and you guys are no longer focused on anyone other than yourself and your own at this point. Okay, and I feel like you guys were coming from a very, very, very pure place when it comes to this like self-sacrificial energy. You guys were in this like energy of wanting to give everyone a fighting chance. Okay, you wanted to make sure that you really knew for certain before you ran off and, you know, made a 11:11 on the clock. Before you made any harsh decisions, you wanted to make sure that you were making the right one. So I love that for you guys. You're so sweet. But you're out of that nice girl mode, okay? You don't owe it to anyone. It is not your job. It is not your duty to make people feel good, okay? That's not what you're here for. Like, you are so much more than that. Like, got the Ten of Swords in reverse and the Ace of Pentacles here in reverse. So you hit some rock freaking bottoms, bitch. Like, rock bottoms. And a lot of this is like, so much of this has to do with your finances, because I feel like you guys, okay, this is the way that there are two types of relationships when it comes to material gain, material possession. One is a very high vibrational, and one is very low vibrational. And you for so long had this very, very low vibrational relationship with money. Okay, and you really hit rock bottom with this old belief system around finances, around your money, that really caused you to go into your subconscious mind and reprogram your relationship, your ideas, your beliefs around what success is. Okay, so we've got the Six of Wands here in reverse, and you were really... and it's not your fault, okay? These are programs that we were, you know, instilled with when we were young. So it's like, of course, it's not our fault, but it is our responsibility. And you're doing the work, you've done the work, you've made it your responsibility, and you're doing what you need to do to get back on track with the right, like a higher vibrational relationship with your money. But I feel like you guys really thought that just because you had it, just because people had it, meant that they were blessed, and that was not the case, okay? And you learned that really quick. I feel like you guys were put in this position where you did end up coming into some financial gain, and it did not do the things you thought that it was going to do for you. It did not do what it said it was going, like what was told to you that it was going to do. It did not matter as much as you thought it was going to matter. You have a completely different outlook on your finances, on your money, on your relationship with money is completely different. Just like your relationship with yourself is changing, your relationship with your external world is changing drastically. Okay, we've got the Seven of Swords here in reverse, and I feel like a lot of this came, like, you guys put a lot of your confidence, a lot of your self-worth in how much money you had in your pocket. Like, raise your hand if we've done that. Raise your hand if you've been victimized by societal norms. Okay, yes, all of us. You really, really had this idea that what you had in your pocket, how much money you were making, how you were making it, had something to do with your self-worth, or how important you were, or how much respect you needed to receive from other people. And you learned real quick, like, wow, it didn't matter how much money I had in my pocket, these bitches still be hating. And you realize, like, your internal relationship with yourself is giving you these external reflections of from other people. So congratulations on that. Yeah, so we've got the 8 of Swords, the Page of Swords in reverse, and the 5 of Swords. Okay, honey, this sword energy, I swear, okay, we might be dealing with some Geminis. I feel like we've got some Gemini energy here, okay? I feel like a lot of you guys were really in this this energy of just like self-victimization. And I'm not even saying that it was your own energy. Yes, to some degree it was. Like I said, you are going to attract what it is that you are vibrating, okay? And I feel like you guys were really put in this situation to really open your eyes to the fact, or open your eyes to what deeper work that you needed to do. And we're perfect the way that we are, but things can always be better, okay? Like, come on, like, if we're not gonna just not fix the wall with a hole in it because we love it. It's perfect the way it is. No, okay, there are some things that can be altered and twisted and for our own good, you know what I mean? Like, why not fix it if we have the resources and the acknowledgement to fix it? And I feel like because you guys have this collective has such a growth mindset and such an like evolutionary mindset, that you guys really just want to evolve and ascend and just really get on your highest timeline. And we have odds playing against us here in this false matrix, okay? There are people here that want and benefit from having us on a lower vibrational frequency, okay? So you're aware of that. You've been aware of that. And you've made it your mission to identify and target those areas that you are at a lower vibration, and you want to reprogram yourself. You want to rewrite the story. You want to get on a timeline that is more aligned with your higher self. And these relationships that you were dealing with in the past, which I'm getting like past 5 years, okay? And I'm getting heavy, like it felt like kind of like a light was like starting to switch on and off. I feel like a lot of you guys lived in like naive bliss, like a majority of your life. Just everybody's good. We love, love, love. Which is, yeah, we've got the Lovers here at the bottom of the deck. But I feel like, again, it was naive bliss, okay? I feel like you guys are kind of ignoring these subconscious programs just to kind of, not feel the pain, because it's painful. When we face these, like, it can be painful, but there can be beauty in the pain, okay? And that's the beautiful thing about, like, the Devil card comes out and people are like, ah. Having some noises in the background, whatever. If they're gonna get me, they're gonna get me. But people kind of freak out about the Devil card, okay? It's kind of like one of those cards that are like, oh my god, the Devil, because we've been kind of trained and accustomed to believe that, there's just scary. It's scary. It's all vibration, you guys. If you vibrate at a high frequency, and if anything is rooted in fear, you're going to see, feel, experience those lower vibrational entities, okay? It's because you're on the same vibrational frequency as them, okay? So if you're experiencing like fear, if you're experiencing like bad dreams, if you're experiencing anything that's like feeling like really icky to you, or like, scary, look at your vibration, like look at where you're vibrating, and okay, your thoughts are what causes the vibrations, okay? So subliminals, you guys, subliminals. I just actually launched my subconscious reprogramming tracks on Etsy, I'm going to be releasing new ones all the time, but they are specifically accustomed to heal not only your nervous system, but also reprogram your thoughts along with it. So it actually helps like your mind and your body work together for a whole new program, an upgrade, if you will. And that's available on my Etsy store, and I'm going to put the link in the bio, but go check that out if you guys are really wanting to like take your reprogramming seriously, okay? If you're wanting to really change the way you think, change the way that you approach life, these are great. I use them for myself. I have been using the nervous system track that I work with in the tracks. I've been using that for the last few years, and it just has really brought me from a place of reactiveness to responsiveness, okay? And tied with the affirmations, it literally is remothering yourself to a point where you truly believe with your mind, body, and spirit the things that you're telling yourself. Because we can sit here and manifest all day long and say all these like pretty things that we want to believe. But if our body doesn't believe it because it doesn't feel safe in our body, it's not going to stick. And these reprogramming tracks are designed to make your body feel safe while you're hearing these affirmations so that you can integrate them and believe them and actually they stick. So, yeah, I don't know where I was going with that, with the reading there for a second. Sorry to get, I'm excited, you guys. And this is, so the new moon is today. So I feel like this is the perfect opportunity to really implement some rituals, start some new habits. You guys, today is the day to start new habits, okay? If you guys are like those kinds of people that are like, I'm gonna start on Monday, start on the new moon. Start on the new moon. Stop starting on Mondays. That's weird. Just doesn't even really make any sense. Start on the freaking new moon. You want to end something? End it on the full moon. It's the perfect time. Yeah, okay, you guys. I feel like this collective specifically is just this last full moon. I feel like 2222 on the clock, by the way. I feel like you guys, and maybe it was on 222, that you guys really release some of these heavier, dense energies of chaos and confusion, and just like with the Ace of Swords in reverse and then the Tower. So maybe you guys have experienced some huge foundational shifts as far as your external world goes. Well, really in your internal world, because what is our external world is a reflection of our internal world. But I feel like with these shifts and changes that happened with the 222 portal and then this last full moon, it has really left you with this clear slate to begin this new moon, this new lunar cycle. So I love that for you guys. Let me know in the comments what new habits that you guys are trying to pick up, what changes that you're trying to implement. Again, check out my Etsy store. If you guys are having, if you're on like the, on the budget, my budget queens, and then you just want it, but you can't, really afford it right now, just shoot me an email or a message and I'd be happy to send one to you. Just let me know what area that you're really wanting to change right now as far as your subconscious mind is going, what beliefs are really limiting you, and I'll send you one that I feel like is going to benefit you the most. But we have 8, I believe I have 8 up right now, so that's going to keep growing, okay, so that there's something for everyone. And if you guys have any recommendations or want any like specific personalized tracks made, let me know on what you'd like to have reprogrammed, what limiting beliefs that you'd like to really just release and let go of for good. Put down in the comments which ones you are struggling with right at the moment. And I also did put an imposter syndrome one up yesterday. So for my influencers, for my people that are really dealing with, integrating new ways of being, you guys have made the changes, you've done the work, but it's like now you're having a really hard time settling into this new energy. This is a really, really great one to work with. So Anyway, I love you guys. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and like. It really helps my channel. And obviously, as you can tell, I'm new here, but these videos are timeless. So whenever you see them, there is going to be something in here for you, I can promise. Okay, leave what does not resonate, but I promise you there's always a little bit of tidbit information in here for you, and I hope that it helped you and I hope that it landed. I love you and happy Thursday.